Hello everybody and welcome back. We're here in this temple. We just killed a patrol of zombies. Last time we finally dispensed with that happy evil cleric who has been winding us up since this whole adventure began. We got some good loot off him. But our mission is to clear out this temple as soon as possible before this priest activates his army of the undead. And our first port of call is this room here, and we believe there are some priests in it. We've heard them, and we did get some info off the evil cleric before he got knifed. We'll have Liz listen at the door to confirm whether or not they're still in there. Yep, and she hears voices. Two things before we go in. Carrick is going to drink his last potion of healing. He has 7 HP. Right, make this a good one. Good enough. So he is up to 13. Donard did level up. He crept over the 6,000 mark by 3 points. And that was probably due to the fact I added 3 Iron Ring members with about 10 gold pieces each into that fight. So let's roll for his hit points. He will get new spells. They don't really come into effect until we get back to the keep. Also, at level 4, nothing changes in regards to his hit roll table or his saving throws. Now Donard has done really badly. He's had a 1 and a 2 for the last 2 goes, so this had better be a good one. And I am happy with that. 6 would have been better. 5 plus his 3 con bonus is 8. He is up to a total of 25. He's currently at 13, so he is at 21. What a beast. And he finally gets level 2 spells. And there are some good ones. Let's have a look at the expert book. The list here is there's 8 of them. Bless, find traps, hold person, no alignment, resist fire, silence, snake charm, and speak with dead. Some of those are pretty universal, like bless, which is a buff, and hold person is always a good one. You can reverse that to release paralysis. No alignment, not so sure. Silence, good one against enemy mages. Resist fire, I think if you know fire is going to happen. Snake charm, yeah, speak with animal, okay. Find traps, well, we have a thief for that. Let's see what we choose later on. Okay. So we're going to go into this door. Stuart is going to hang around here because he does not have a purple robe of this cult. Therefore, if we go in wearing the robes with the hoods up, we might buy an extra few seconds of confusion as these people wonder what's going on. They may have sussed that there was a fight outside here. Well, let's go in. I think there's enough plausible reasons why we may surprise them. They could also plausibly surprise us, as in, as soon as we open the door, they rush. And we surprise them. Good, right, okay. And in the room are 4, they're not priests, novices, I think, whatever the second level is. These are level 2 clerics, and there's 4 of them. We walk in, they see us with these cloaks on. They're a bit taken aback as to what's going on. Maybe that's their first question. What's happening outside? What's going on? And instead of saying, brothers, come and help us, we throw back our hoods, reveal our identities, and it is missiles first. Sylvia. Well, maybe she surprised herself. Right. Liz. Okay, that's a 5, that's a miss. They have quite a good AC. It is AC 3. But if you are good, they have amulets which bump that up to AC 2. Good is an interesting one because it isn't lawful, neutral or chaotic. You could be chaotic good or lawful good. We have good intentions, therefore it doesn't matter that some of our party, like Liz, are neutral. So that was the missile round over. We have one sleep spell left. Sleep is 2d8. Okay, well that's 9. Takes out all of them. Okay, right. Well, there you go. That fight's over. Right, glad to hear it, by the way. Let's describe this room. When I say the fight is over, they are asleep, and, well, we all know the routine. 2 minutes later, they're not asleep. Right, 4 adepts, 2nd level clerics here. They're wearing robes and cowls. We're going to give one of those to Stu-Rat. They're carrying amulets of protection from good, as described, 20 gold, 5 platinum each, and they had a list of spells to cast. Right, so we're going to not loot this room. We will do that on the way out. I think we want to press on, but when we come back, we will find the usual sort of treasure that Carrick can appraise, like an antique stealer. Things that the rest of the party might dismiss, he can actually suss are worth something, and that includes dishes and vessels and things like that. It says here they're of exceptional craftsmanship, and it says they're evil writings somewhere. There are 4 chests containing clothing and various books and scrolls of an evil nature, and it says in brackets here, if the party opts to destroy these evil writings, they should receive an additional 600 experience points. Right, that is something we might pick up at the end if we decide to cleanse this place. Right, so we've done this room. Let's move on up here to where we know there is an undead army. Right, and I'm going to set that up in a minute. Right, we're going to go up to here next, and we're going to avoid this temple as much as we can, this IKEA showroom of evil. And we're going to open this door here, and this door here, and sure enough, inside we see this army of the undead as described by Liz. And this is what it looks like here, with 20 skeletons and 20 zombies. Right, Donard is here, Carrick is going to move up to here, and Sylvie and Liz are there. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw flasks of oil into this part here. A flask of oil does a 3-foot diameter puddle. It's clearly not that big, and it does 1d8 burn damage every round for 1 turn. Now that's quite a long time. I think that's meant to be 10 rounds. So if we do 4 of them, we can easily cover this area here and this area here. We are wearing amulets, which mean that these undead don't attack us. But as soon as we attack them, that sort of breaks the spell and they will come to us. Throwing oil on the ground, I'm not going to consider that an attack, but our next move will be an attack. And we are going to we'll just get Donard and Carrick to light a torch and set these puddles on fire. That is our surprise attack. I think it's fair, since they're standing there motionless, we get a surprise attack. So let us see what damage do we do to each of these, 1d8 for each. This is symbolic, by the way. Once this fight kicks off, you have to imagine that this half of the room is crushing into here, and this half of the room is crushing into there, and we just have to mark off skeletons and zombies as they get hit. So we've got 4 here. The skeletons have 3 hit points each. Okay, that's 2 dead. That's 4 dead. And let's see what happens here. That's 2 dead. That's 4 more dead. Alright. Okay. And then the fight kicks off. So let's roll for initiative. Skeletons get initiative, zombies always lose. So we're going to have these 4 here come up and take their place. And the zombies are moving slowly, so they can get last. So these are 4 fresh skeletons. Let's see who has initiative. Okay, it's mutual. So we have 2 attacks on Donard and 2 attacks on Carrick. It's a miss. And that's a miss. And then 2 on Donard. That's a miss. And that's a miss. Okay, I should have done missiles first. Okay, well let's do missiles. Let's do Stuart, our retainer, on a skeleton. And he does 1 damage. Let's do Liz and Sylvia on a skeleton. That's Sylvia, takes out 1. So say that one is gone. Well, this one rushes in to take its place. And Liz misses. Right, it's our spells. And again, I'm going to use the burning oil as a spell. So let's see how many get killed in the second round of burning oil. Okay, well 1 survived, it's down to 1. 1 is dead. And 1 has got 1 HP, another is dead. And 2 more are dead. Okay. And yep, as are 2 more. You should have 3 left. 5 left according to my notes. We've got and that's how it's ended up. 2 ran over to there, 1 ran over to there. There's still 2 more left. Now the other spell we have, as always, is Turn Undead. Donard is now level 4, so he can automatically turn all these undead, even with their protective amulets. And the other thing about Turn Undead is that you can do it every round after round after round until you fail. And since he can't fail, he can just continually turn these undead. So let's see how many he turns. 15. Absolutely sweet. So that's these 3 skeletons. Run into the corner. That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. That's this lot. All of these lot. Have been turned. That leaves us with Carrick on one of these 2 skeletons here. And yep, he takes 1 out. Okay, and by which time some zombies will have come forward. Okay, that will be 3 here and 4 here. Right, okay, so it's round 2. Zombies always lose initiative, but there is 1 skeleton there. And we get initiative. Missiles. Right, Stuart on a zombie. Okay, that's a 14. Plus 1 for short range is 15. That's AC 4. They have AC 5. He does 3 damage to 1. Sylvia. Plus 1 for short range of 12. No, she misses. Liz. Misses. Right. Spells. Let's see how much damage these zombies take in the oil. Right, that's 2 of them. We're down to 2 HP. 1 of them's dead. And 1 of them, the one that Stuart fought, is down to 2. Okay, let's check here. We have a skeleton and 3 zombies in the oil. And One is down to 6. One is down to 2. And the skeleton is dead. We need another zombie to fill in the back there. That one comes forward. This one comes to take its place. So it's essentially, and that is there. Okay. Now we have turn undead again, and that's 9, which conveniently is enough for 4 zombies. So they push off into the distance, and they are fighting to get away from our cleric. I'm going to have 2 more come in. Slowly. This is still round 2, and we got initiative. And now we're going to have Carrick swing his +2 sword and miss. Right, their turn. Those zombies haven't reached Donard yet. There's 2 on Carrick. 1 misses. And 2 hits like a truck. Okay, he's going to have to drink a healing potion. Next round. Round 3. Zombies lose initiative. Right. Argo missiles. We have Stuart is going to take on, what doesn't really matter, he's going to take on a zombie. It's coming in here. And he misses. Liz and Sylvia are going to try and support Carrick. Yep. And Sylvia takes out one of the ones that's being damaged. Liz misses. Spells. Carrick. Gonna drink that last potion of healing. Okay, right. Well, 9. It's up to 9 HP. Can't be one-shotted with a 1d8. And Donard is going to come in, sidesteps that puddle of oil, and does his turn undead here. And that's 3 of them go. Right, that'll be those 3. Doesn't really matter which. And they're in this corner here. And then it is their turn. And all that is left is 3 on Donard and 2 on Carrick. Right. It's a miss on Donard. It's a miss. That's a miss. So essentially these 3 are here. And we have 2 on Carrick. You know, for someone who's got the highest AC, they always hit him. And they always hit hard. That's a miss. And that's a miss. They needed 19. Right. Round 3. Missiles. Stuart again is going to attack one of these zombies. And he hits. And he takes 1 from 8 to 3. Liz and Sylvia. Liz misses. Sylvia misses. Spells. Turn undead. Excellent. That's 7. That's 3 of them. They go hightailing it into this corner. Right. Melee. Carrick misses. Their turn. There's 2 on our poor dwarf. That's a miss again. And the second one misses. Right. Round 4. I keep forgetting that these guys are in the burning oil. Oh, that's so stupid of me. They've had 2 turns in the burning oil. Well, let's do that. Let's do this turn. Okay, well, 1 is 1 damage. It's 7 and 1 is 4. And that was last turn. Nope. And then the others. Okay, 1 is down to 5. 1 is down to 4. That was the last turn in the oil. This turn in the burning oil. 1 is dead. Another 1 is dead. 1 is dead. 1 is down to 3. Okay, their turn. There's one. Okay. Now I've forgotten what round it is. Okay, let's pretend it's round 5. Let's do Sylvia and Liz. Did I give the zombie an attack on Carrick? I did. Sylvia, 12, misses. Shame. Liz, +4 is 14, hits AC 5 and takes out that last zombie. Right, so we've got a whole nest of zombies here, in the corner, and in here, and some skeletons. We're going to throw another couple of flasks of oil onto the ground here and here, and then we're going to throw some more torches onto that oil. Here and here. That is the last of our oil, and we're just going to watch them burn. Any of them which are outside of the oil. We have enough ranged weapons. We've got crossbows, arrows and sling stones. Donard can stand there and make sure that they stay away from him. We're just going to watch them burn and shoot them. And that is, as far as I'm concerned, this room cleared. That's that fight over with. I don't know whether it was well played. It's the way I did it. I did screw up the turn undead by rolling 2d8 instead of 2d6. Oh well, that's an extra average of 2 per throw. Was that a deal breaker? Well, I did roll well above average the first time, and then below average the subsequent times. It may have meant another 4th round of turn undead. Well, it happened. I don't think it really made much of a difference. Maybe Donard would have taken an extra hit. He's got 21 HP. He can tank that. I'm going to put this away. Oh, by the way, did you notice the red ore veins running through the rock walls? It's a classy touch. So we're here, and apart from the charred remains of zombies, there is nothing else here. And if you were wondering why did these skeletons and zombies continually rush forward into the fire, why didn't they run from fire? It's good to remember that they were under control. These are not free will zombies or skeletons. They're ordered to attack. So we're going to go into here. We have this priest to look for. And 58 is a special temple. And there's quite a long description of it. There are 3 stone altars to the west, which is here. Giant floor-length candlesticks with black candles. It describes the treasure, which is gems set into a throne. Now, as soon as the party enters the place, black candles in 8 great candelabras on either side of the place will alight magically, shooting forth a disgusting red radiance. Shapeless forms of purple, yellow and green will dance and sway on the western wall. Anyone looks at them for more than a moment, they must make a save versus spells or be mesmerised into chanting a hymn to chaotic evil. Should 3 or more voices be raised, the iron bell will sound automatically, but even one such chant will alert the guards of the head cleric. See below. Zombie guards will enter here in 3 rounds after entry, even if the party is quiet. So let us walk into this room, and immediately everybody has to make a save versus spells. Now it does not tell you how you get out of this chanting. Do you get slapped? Do you get hit? Do you get water thrown on your face? And what happens if we're all trapped? So we'll have Donard in the front, and he needs a 15 or more, and he gets up 3 onto his roll. Oh, and he fails. That's a 14, so he's trapped. Carrick needs a 12 or more, and he fails. Sylvia needs a 15 or more, and she fails. And Liz needs a 16. She's a -1. And she is the only one so far, despite her negative wisdom penalty, who saves. And her brother needs a 15. And he fails. So it's up to Liz to save the day, as we're all trapped in this chanting. And sure enough, this loud bell sounds. Right. Now the priest here probably hears the bell ringing. He knows something is wrong. I'm sure he's probably rubbing his hands with glee, thinking that whoever has entered the temple will soon be massacred by his undead army. Sucks to be him, because that's not going to happen. Liz, what's she going to do? Again, how do you get people out of this enchantment? I think she just might go around and smack people in the face, or else she will take out her water skin bottle and throw water on the faces. I think actually what she'll do first is she might try throwing water onto Malon's face, and that wakes him out of this stupor. And then she'll do the same for Sylvia, and she wakes up, and then she'll throw some water into Carrick's face. And then when it comes to Donard, she'll just smack him around the head. I don't know why she wants to do that, but I think it's appropriate. So we're woken up from this enchantment. Definitely going to make sure I've read that correctly. My bad. There are 3 zombie guards coming in. Right. And they are tough. And they have AC 2 and 13 HP each. And they're going to come in 1 to 3 rounds. Right, so they come in 2 rounds, by which time Malin and Sylvia would have been awoken. So we have 3 zombie guards coming in through here. Right, we've got Liz. She has to wake up the other 2. So it's up to Sylvia for the first time to take the front line. And her AC is 4, plus her shield plus 1 is 2. Okay, so she has to take the front line. Malin has a throwing dagger. They lose initiative. Well, there's nothing to do but for her to go for it. She has got a normal sword plus 1. So she can but just strike one. And miss. Then Malin can do his little throwing dagger. And hit. And take 2 points off one. And we've got 3 on Sylvia. To miss. That is a hit. That is a miss. Right, round 2. And Carrick is woken up by Liz, so he can join the fight. He's going to go forward. And he hits and does 5 damage. So one is from 13 to 8. Sylvia is going to back off and take out her bow. She can back off this round. Malin is going to throw another of his daggers. And he misses. Right. And then it's their turn. It's a miss. That's a miss. And that's a miss. They were fighting Carrick. Round 3. And it's us initiative again. And this time Donard has been woken up by the big smack around the face by Liz. So we have Carrick on melee. Plus 4 is 12. It's a miss. We have Sylvia on missiles. It's a miss. Malin on missiles. I've done this all out of order. It's a miss. And then we have spells. And it's turn undead with 2d6 and 5, and 2 of them run off. And they run into this room here. So it's their turn, and we have 1 on Carrick. And that's a miss. They need a 19 to hit him. Right, we've got round 4. And there's 1 left. It has 11 HP. Let's do this correctly. Missiles. Sylvia hits and does 5 damage. It's down to 6. Liz misses. Malin with the last of his daggers hits and does 4 damage. It's down to 2. Then we have 2 melee. Let's do Donard, or let's do Carrick. Plus 4, 17 hits, takes out that one, and we've got 2 zombies here which have been turned, and we are going to spend some time just peppering them, and we'll work out what to do with them next, but I'm going to leave it here. I'd hope to finish this temple this session, so definitely next time we're going to finish this temple. Okay, I'll see you then.